6:13. Welcome back. The Sheriff's Department's getting ready to run again. The 8th annual KCSO Honor Run event will take place on Saturday, April 23rd. And joining us this morning via Zoom to talk about it, Sergeant Brandon Rutledge and Sergeant Dustin Contreras from the Sheriff's Office. Gentlemen, thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Good morning.
First of all, I want to know which one of you is the runner. Are you both runners?
That'd be me, sir.
Is that right? The last run taking place in 2019. What's it been like to not do this for the last couple of years?
Frustrating. The proceeds raised from this kind of help law enforcement families or sheriff's office families. We haven't been able to contribute to that fund in 3 years, so a little bit frustrating.
Now, part of the Sheriff's Employees Benefit Association. Talk a little bit about what this fund does.
So the fund gets put in for pretty much every community college throughout California, but it doesn't have to be necessarily the university type. It could be any other type of schooling that the children of that are survivors for our law enforcement officers that have died in the line of duty. It banks kind of in there, and when they're ready to go to college, we cut them checks.
What's it like when you have an event like this that's going on for 7 straight years, then you have a break like this? Was it a little difficult to get people back into this mode?
Yes, in fact, we tried to get it going last year, but because of COVID and other things, we really weren't able to get it started. We wanted it fall of last year, but thankfully now we can get it going here in April.
Now, Vicki Erickson, you told me, who passed away, was sort of like the force behind this. How many people did it take to replace what she was able to do to put this thing together?
We estimate about 8 people, so she did the job of 8 people, plus or minus, really.
Now, putting this thing, it is coming up on April 23rd. How can people still get involved?
So they can go to active.com. That is where they can register. Also go to our Facebook page. That's where we're still accepting sponsors. We always, every year, the community is great at getting sponsors out to us. That goes on a shirt, and that shirt lasts forever. The shirt's going to be very special this year. Obviously, with the passing, we've had some officers that we haven't been able to celebrate in the last races because they've been down. So this shirt's going to be very important. And if you are a runner, you know that shirt can be worn all the time, and it lasts forever. So it's kind of like a homage to all of our honored officers, as well as the Sheriff's Office.
Now, we should mention here that you don't have to be sort of a professional runner in order to take advantage of this. Yes, medals will be passed out, but this is more of a participation thing, isn't it?
Correct, but it also is competitive. We've made the course semi-difficult, so the runners that are competitive, that do come out, yes, they can be challenged, but we also have a fun run before that for children if they do want to come out prior to the big race that starts. Okay. So it is a family event, and anyone can come out.
And real quick, is there a deadline to register?
Okay. No, in fact, you can register the day of from 8 to 9.
Okay. All right, very good. Sergeant Rutledge, Sergeant Contreras, thank you both for being here this morning, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.